yes, just for the record, we don't support the random racist old lady and her weird trash opinions on things.
And with that, allow me to introduce you to Hogwarts Legacy, the most not controversial game of 2023. Hashtag I have trans friends. No, all joking aside, yes, I'll just say it, fuck J.K. Rowling. Her opinions are terrible. It's not even just the trans stuff, because if you look, the deeper you look into Harry Potter, the more questionable it gets.
Oh god, the questionable racism, her absolutely British aristocracy old white lady opinion on slavery, like...
Well, the thing is, like, it's not even just her. I mean, like, you know, we have talked quite a bit about Star Trek before. Do I need to talk about the Ferengis?
Well, I mean, the Ferengi were made to be a parody. The difference being...
Right.
The house elves were just made by someone with the opinion of slavery is fine so long as you're nice to your slaves.
Oh yeah, and hey, believe me, I'm not, like, at all trying to be like, oh, it's okay for J.K. Rowling because Gene Roddenberry was maybe questionable too. Like,
no, Gene Roddenberry was incredibly questionable. The difference between Harry Potter fans and Star Trek fans is that Star Trek fans go, yeah, so he's a creep, get him out of here. It's like the difference between Democrats and Republicans. When our side does something wrong, we look at everybody else and go, yeah, okay, get them out of here. Arrest them.
Yeah. Well, look at, what's his face? I'm blanking on his name at the moment, but the guy from Saturday Night Live, Al Franken. There it is.
Yeah.
You know, when he got called out for the bad shit that he did, he's just like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna resign. The dude who lied to get into the Senate or whatever, who's in there currently, got called out on his shit, and his reaction was, oh, you'll have to take me kicking and screaming because I'm not leaving.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the difference between both sides.
Yep. I like this body. We'll do some customizing, but I like this one.
Okay.
I assume we're going to go with the female voice because we both like it better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, by the way, I have the...
Oh, go ahead.
I have the fuck skirts mod. It just basically turns everything to pants.
Nice.
So...
by the way, kind of digging the lesbian-ish hairdo, gotta be honest.
yeah, we're keeping that.
As it kind of has a... This is only a reference that the two of us will understand. Kind of has a Riley feel to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll even name her Riley. That's fine with me.
That works.
No, we don't want to change the hair. Should we change the hair color? That's about Riley's hair color.
I would say make it like something wacky.
Okay. Oh, nope, there we go.
That works. That kind of makes her look like an old wizard.
I like it. Me, the person with multiple characters that sometimes pretend to be old people. I like it. What do we want for a scar? I like this one, honestly.
Okay, the tried to argue with a Karen.
Yeah.
Has suffered the effects of the battle slap. And what I was going to say before we talked about both preferring the female model in general is I was going to say hashtag justice for FemShep.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before, probably not on the actual Dorkhaven, but Jennifer Hale did such a better job than the guy who did Male Shepherd. Not even knocking him, but it's just her. You can't even compare.
No. Her delivery, like, Honestly, I don't know, like, how much they had to get out of Mark Mirror. Like, had they already signed him for all three games? But, like, seriously, he fumbled it so bad.
Well, it just there's no passion in any of his lines. Like, I don't know if he was just going for like a straight military man or what. There's just like, I mean, those speeches. The one in particular that always stood out for me is the Mass Effect 2 Shepard's speech in the flotilla in defense of Tali, and oh my god, like FemShep she completely blew that out of the water.
Yeah. Now, Jennifer Hale does good work on things.
I mean, being a voice actor is like her career.
Yeah, no, she does good things. Like, if you ever, speaking of FemShep, if you ever like thought that people didn't want to play female protagonists in games, just look at the fact that like FemShep, Cassandra, female Eivor, to just name a few. If you go to like the fandoms and look through the fan art, nobody uses Alexios or male Eivor or male Shep. Like, nobody.
Oh man, remember when Ubisoft tried to say that adding a female character to Assassin's Creed was too difficult to code?
Right, and BioWare literally just went, LOL, what?
They're like, well, I'm sorry, are dress physics confounding to you? She doesn't need to wear a dress.
Right? Like, jiggle physics don't need to be a thing in every game.
Oh my god, I'm trying to imagine Cassandra with jiggle physics.
Oh, she'd be knocking herself and everyone out. Alright, here we go.
Hooray!
I made some decisions while we were bantering, so...
Oh, no, please, by all means.
It appears we are almost ready to depart.
I look older than he does.
It's a pity you didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells.
It looks like Riley saw a picture of him and decided to troll him when he showed up.
I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
He says he taught me spellcasting, but the only spells I know are the ones that he teaches me while we're doing this. So...
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this.
Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly
on
my first try. Gave quite the fright to some
it was a
theatergoers in the
pretty
West End.
popular thing to do when this game first came out.
When I received
for
your owl,
everybody
I must say
to spoil
not speak
like the
here,
ending,
Eleazar.
and particularly the fates of at least one of the characters featured in this scene right now.
Feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Like
Wonderful
as some
idea.
sort of
As long
move
as
of
your young
moral
charger doesn't mind
superiority.
me tagging
And
along.
I gotta say,
at all,
as
sir.
much as I completely agree with
Ages since I've been to
J.K.
the
Rowling
castle.
is shit, support
Would be
trans
good to see
people,
the old
etc.
pile of rocks.
Spoiling a game for somebody is still a bitch move, and I cannot defend that ever.
Yeah, don't spoil things for people. Don't be a dick.
Well, and you're trying to fuck over the wizard game, but all you're doing is hurting the people who just wanted to play the game who did nothing wrong. Like, how dare they? I don't know. There's a whole thing. I
Don't ruin people's enjoyment of things.
Yeah.
Even if you think they're wrong for enjoying it.
Like, yeah, it's okay to not want to support this, but to kind of turn it into a blanket statement of, if you play this game, then you hate trans people. Like, that ain't it, homie.
No, that ain't. While we're doing the cutscene, I need to rebalance my audio a little bit.
Oh, of course. Also, I love the fact that the intro to this
glad I caught you before you left Scotland.
Mimicked the opening to the
Just
Harry Potter
barely.
movies. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
And who is your traveling companion?
Because if it messes up in the recording because I've clicked off of it, we can always just get this cutscene and slap it over it.
Oh, sure. No, the audio's been fine on my end. I think it's
It is
fine.
indeed.
No,
Plus,
I mean
we're talking
the
over most
visuals.
of the dialogue anyways.
Yeah, no, I meant the visuals. If the visuals cut out, we can
sure.
just get the cutscene and slap it over. Because I had to click off because I literally almost couldn't hear you.
New student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
As the
better
game
now?
proceeded
You
to,
could
yeah,
have asked
no, I
Professor
fixed it.
Mentor.
Alright, cool.
The game had
Professor
proceeded to
Fig is
murder
not
my
only
ears with its
exceptional
orchestral
teacher,
music
he's
that it
also
paid a lot of
remarkably
money for.
intuitive and gifted
Nice.
wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to
Yeah, no,
flattery.
it just popped up like a
I dare
little,
say it's
like a
one of the
window
reasons
for a
he's risen
second.
so
It
far
never
in the
actually clicked
ministry.
off the game on my end, so. Which is what is
Have
being
you
recorded,
seen
so
this?
I think you're good.
Oh, good.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Oh, the ministry's
Although
being
I yet to
useless
convince
again?
my
Say it
colleagues at the
isn't so.
I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar.
I don't know what, like, J.K. Rowling has this, like, centrist opinion on, like, the status
She
quo.
wrote to me about Ranrock before she died.
And it's like, yes, the government is
Wondering what
useless,
the
but no,
ministry
we
knew
shouldn't
about his
change it.
activities. Before I could respond, I received this.
Typical conservatives being completely
It was
useless.
the last thing
Right?
Eleazar. It came
And that
by her
is
hour.
not a political opinion.
But with no
That
correspondence,
is historical
I
fact.
can only
Look it
assume
up.
that
Right.
she had to get rid of it.
Look,
There is
old
the-
white aristocracy knows nothing.
From Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
I love how, like, immediately they're like, we don't know what it is, and you're like, hey, it's glowing, and he immediately hands it to you.
Nor do I.
He's like, it's glowing? No, it's not glowing. And he's like, okay, child, have this. Have this glowing magical
Look at
tube.
his beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
It's not as if it's some sort of magic bomb. Oh, look, a dragon. To what?
Dracarys! Oh wait, wrong franchise.
I do think this is a nice touch, where they have the Thestrals come in, because you see that dude get munched.
Oh yeah.
The key!
You know, too bad we don't know wandless magic. Oh, he does. He literally just Acio'd without the wand. Well, he's an adult, which means he gets to be slightly less useless when the plot calls for it.
Yes.
So far, J.K. Rowling's opinions are like children are the only ones that can solve
You're
problems, actually.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
I like how, like, it's magic, but clearly it's not actual Harry Potter magic because it has to follow game logic. Because Harry Potter magic famously doesn't really have rules.
Yeah.
George.
So it's like you've got magical pockets, but the magical pockets have limits
What the hell
because
got into that
we
damn
have
thing?
to.
Attacking a carriage mid-air?
Because there still has to
A
be
typical
an
dragon would
inventory
never.
limit.
Professor,
Right?
sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a portkey.
Portkey.
I
An
mean,
item
they're
enchanted
lucky
to
it
bring whoever
was.
touches it to a
Right?
specific place.
What was your plan if it wasn't a port key?
If you'd like to look around. a bit.
Figure out how to navigate the
I
innards
would.
of a dragon,
But
apparently.
stay close. We've no idea who created
Chapter
this
1.
portkey
Everybody
or
poops.
why.
Chapter 1, Jonah survived a whale. Love how it's like, yeah, we've ended up in a mysterious place. Let's just go poke things. Cause that never goes wrong.
they've been ported to the intro of Tomb Raider 2013.
We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins.
Quick, there's a storm goddess and a weird British woman we've got to find.
This has not been the
I mean,
day
that's basically
either of
like
us
half the Harry
expected.
Potter
But
subplots.
Miriam
So-
Right?
key to George for a reason. And I believe that she,
Harry
and now
Potter and
George,
the
died
there's always
in
another
pursuit
weird
of
British
whatever
woman
it
to
was
find.
meant to lead to. If you're sure you're
Harry
all
Potter
right
and that
and
time
wouldn't mind
Hermione kidnapped a
indulging me,
reporter.
I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path.
I love the I love the titles. The meme of the titles if Hermione was the protagonist, and it's all just like Hermione and she finally gets sick of this shit.
Where do you suppose your wife...
Hermione and all of my friends are
good
useless.
question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten
See,
form
my
of
personal
ancient
favorite
magic.
is Harry Potter, or Ron Weasley, and the time
Ancient magic.
he got
Yes.
magically
A
roofied.
powerful magic
Yeah.
wielded by a rare
But
few
it's funny.
seems to have been lost to time.
Right? Ron Weasley and the
Hogwarts
author's
Castle
poorly
was built
disguised
by and is
fetishes.
itself a stronghold of that ancient magic.
Because obviously that's some J.K. Rowling opinions on males can't be,
Certain
you
it was
know,
to do with that search. Ah,
coerced.
down below. This way.
Right. No, don't you
But,
know?
sir,
Don't you know
why
that
was your
it's
wife searching for evidence
it's
of lost
not
magic?
the R
Miriam
word if
wanted
it happens
to
to a
understand why
guy.
such powerful magic disappeared from
Really?
the world.
Well, news to me.
Spoke of the good it
Oh
could
well,
do.
news to the people it's
But
happened to,
magic
I
is
believe
no
as well.
different than any power. What
For the record, of
is the
course,
one
just to
who
clarify, I am
We're,
being
we're
very
just
sarcastic.
joking. Yes, we're being very sarcastic.
Is that ice?
I love how he now has to
It's
teach you
not
the
cold
basic
enough yet.
cast. He's like, yeah, just
sort
whip
of
your
thing
wand
trying-
around and let some magic out. Like
Someone
he,
wanted to block this path.
like
Let's see some
He-
of that
he
one
couldn't
word
do
you
that
were
before?
practicing. Focus
All right,
on
kid,
the
it's just
center.
you and me stranded on a Scottish countryside. So you know what that means. Whip it out and wave it around.
just blast some magic in incoherent directions. It'll be fine,
Oh yeah, it sounds like a Saturday night for me.
right? I hate pottery.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were playing The Legend of Zelda and the
That
Goblet of
was a bit
Fire.
rougher than I expected.
See, the hair looks more blue. It looked more silver on the tutorial screen. Now it's
Yeah.
got like this blue sheen to it.
I
Eh,
had
it worked.
on my playthrough, I made Melody and gave her purple hair because it was the closest they had.
Ah,
And in this
up there.
area, her hair also looked blue. And then when she actually got to Hogwarts, it looked the normal shade.
Oh, okay. So it might just be like
We're
some
close
weird
now.
shading
It's
with
just
this
ahead.
area.
Yeah.
Eh, come along, children. We have some ruins to explore. Wow, we really are in the Tomb Raider
Steady
game.
yourself.
Come along on the magic school bus.
Actually, Professor Garlic is kind of this Frizzle, so...
Okay, I'm sorry. Professor Garlic is the most Dragon Ball Z fucking name I've ever heard.
Right?
Like, I'm Professor Garlic, and these are my assistants, Potato and Tamale.
Well, she's Professor Garlic, the herbology teacher, so somebody in the writer's room got really lazy.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here.
You
for a
have
reason.
pocket
Let's have a look around
dimensions.
for
Why
anything
would
that
anyone
seems
build on a cliff?
out of place?
I mean,
This,
for the scenery, obviously.
well,
you know, you
this
got-
it's screaming like it's literally like maniacal laugh, evil lair. Like,
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Ah, yes, because everybody in the British aristocracy has, you know, a statue of themselves in their own home.
Hey, look, you joke, but if I had enough money, I would completely have a statue of myself.
I don't like myself enough to have a statue of myself.
It's a mirror.
And I don't
of
think
some
money
kind.
would change that.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Well, because then you'd just be mad that you spent money on a statue of yourself instead of like a high-end gaming rig.
Right? There'd be a lot more things I'd prioritize over having a statue of myself in my home. I don't know, I guess if you're a wizard, you only have certain decor choices.
Yeah.
Enough pottery to make, you know, Link upset.
Yeah, this dude really had a thing for pots, didn't he?
Right?
Haunted crystallized stone
I'm
again.
starting to think he was a bit
But
of a
what could
hoarder.
it be blocking?
Probably more pots.
What's this? Professor Fig!
Professor Fig, I'm seeing things again. You better get over here. If I were him, I'd be a lot like more
Odd.
cautious of this.
Enchanted stone here.
Well, they make a big deal in
And
the Harry
how's
Potter
there a
books
room
about
behind
Harry's
What
whole,
room? I don't
the
see anything.
speaking to
There's that
snakes
glow
thing
again.
and like,
Like the glow on
oh,
the
you
portkey
know, just
container.
hearing random things and seeing random things that other people don't in the wizarding world is usually a bad sign.
Like, yeah, it's even a bad sign in the wizarding world, and this, it's just like, nah, it's probably okay.
Everybody at Hogwarts is just like, oh, here comes crazy Riley.
It's ancient magic, fingers quotes.
Godric's heart.
And then just behind your back, they're getting into the
I don't
wizard
believe
weed
it.
again.
See, my grandfather called it a fifth of brandy.
It's all that wizard weed that Dumbledore grows in his office,
Quote unquote Wiggenweld potion.
right?
I mean, it was even green colored.
Yeah, there's your absinthe,
Hello?
THC oil, just fucking laudanium. I like how this goblin banker's just like, yes, finally somebody showed up, not even questioning it. Nobody's been here in literal centuries. These two assholes walk out of a wall and he's just fine with it. He's like, you don't seem to know what I'm talking about, but you have the key, so it's literally not my job to care. Wait, what do you mean it's my job to care?
Ooh.
He's like, they showed up, they have the key. I don't care, that's where I stop caring.
Look, the instructions are clear.
Visiting bank.
I do. I love the moment coming up where he just shuts the door on you. He's like, bye, fuckers.
Precisely.
The key.
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
You know, aka the only other thing you two have on you.
This way, then.
Right? Like, we don't seem to have a...
Stay close.
It's like, we've just got our wands and our clothes, and that's it. And that thing. Like, he even knew it was a key. It's like,
After you.
Well, to be fair, it does look pretty key-shaped.
yeah, sort of, on one end.
Keep your hands
On the other end, it
inside
looks
the
really
car
weird.
If you don't wish to lose.
I do like that they've built a roller coaster in their bank, because they have to justify this ride at Universal.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
Actually, we'll see none of them, because my card can't render that far.
With the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both,
Yeah, I'm
could
just
have
enjoying
arranged for such a
the
service.
enjoying the ride here.
Yeah, it's pretty atmospheric, even though I can't really have the, like, render distance cranked up.
That waterfall washes away all
I mean, it looks
enchantment.
fine to me.
It's a
I mean,
security
to be
measure.
fair, I don't have my
Experienced
glasses
thieves
on,
down
but I'm
for
sure it's
before,
fine.
have you? Heard of it?
These are the lower.
No, it's potato, but in my defense, I've only got a 1660 and I can't afford to upgrade, so... I suggest any viewer that's really offended by it, send me a 1440.
We've quite a distance to go.
See, I would think that the higher number would be the better card.
Oh, I meant a 4040. That's... I flucked it up.
Oh, I see.
The 40 line is the new line.
I gotcha.
Vault 12.
Yeah.
Momentous day.
So I thought you said a 1440.
I did, I just fucked it up.
'Cause I was gonna say, well, it seems like that's less than the 16, but yeah, what
See,
do I know?
Yeah, I've got a 1660 in here right now, which is one of the budget Ray cards. And the 40s are the new series line, so like send me a 4030, 4080 if you want. If you're really that offended by it.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container.
I like how he's just going with this
I saw
child.
that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
that?
they're like best friends now.
Right? It's like, no, seriously, he was wearing an armband that was glowing. It was very Nazi. Oh wait, it's the 1800s. We haven't gotten to the Nazis yet. J.K. Rowling just doesn't know how to do any other bad guy imagery.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are. I'm gonna walk you to the door and then shut it on you because they don't pay me enough for this shit.
Now, truthfully, oh, go ahead.
I would love this job as a goblin. Like, would love this job.
It's like you're gonna chill for 80 years doing nothing, and eventually somebody might show up to go into one vault, and you'll be like, yay, I have a job today.
Yep. It's like, yay, I get to do something today. Otherwise, you just get to, like, sleep and play goblin video games and get paid for it.
Thank you for your help.
If I were him, I'd have, like, a little goblin Game Boy. Just, like... Yeah, by the way, like, the goblins and their... Like... I'm sorry, but everybody's like, oh, the goblin rebellions. Yeah,
The instructions
you know,
indicate that I am to grant
Ranrock's not wrong. You guys do treat goblins like shit.
Yeah.
I love how the game dances around that moral question, too.
Let me think. There must be something here.
How do we just ignore that he has a point?
Rebellion.
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present.
I mean,
Let's
they
see
often
what
say
we're
that the
missing,
best
shall we?
villains are the ones
Ready
that
your wand and focus.
actually have some correctness.
Nuance in a J.K.
yeah.
Rowling property?
Yeah.
The hell you say, man?
There, I saw something.
I like how it was glowing before I even, like, did the spell. He's not even casting Revelio, he's just like, nah, you do it. Here, child.
Well,
He is the professor.
It's that symbol
He
again.
It's not his job
I
to
don't
do.
suppose you see
You're
a
the
way
student.
to-
It's your job to
I
do.
do, Professor.
Right?
Symbol has
You know what
the
they
same
say,
colors as the
people
one
that
I saw in
can't
the
do,
porky
teach.
container.
Yeah.
If what you
Plus,
can see reveals the way
if
forward,
he teaches
then
you
I
a
dare
few
say
things
we
during
are
this
about to
trip, then he
discover
gets to
the
write the whole
secret
day
of
off
this
as a
vault.
business expense.
Lead the way.
He gets to get reimbursed for his friend's death.
Were we all that lucky?
Right?
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect.
Nah, modern employers are like, your grandma died? Well, you've got two of those, don't you?
This is some sort of test.
I do.
I like how, like, he casts Lumos, and then he doesn't even
There will be
offer
no
to teach
disapparating
you
if things
until,
go
like,
poorly.
it
Not
becomes,
agreeable.
like, he's like, no, it's cool, you don't need to know it until I think you can solve a puzzle. No, there's like no chance this will be useful to you if we get separated, or like, no, you're fine, it'll be
I see
good.
something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Let me go up here and touch the magic goo. I'm sure this won't hurt anything. Dude, if the floor suddenly turned liquid underneath me, I'd be freaking out a lot more than
Suddenly
this.
seemed as if the ground was swirling about.